Hey guys and gals, it's Racquetball Tim again. We are doing another gameplay analysis for Parker. Parker's wearing the white shirt. He's got the hat on. He just did a gameplay analysis a couple weeks ago. Very humble guy, was able to make quite a few adjustments, particularly with his serve, he said, and was able to beat two A players who he had never beaten before or who had routinely beaten him, and won his first A division. So congrats, Parker. All credit to you for making the changes necessary. Good job. And we're going to take a look at this video here. This video was taken before he won that A division. So I know he's made a few adjustments since then, but we'll do our best and we'll see if we can help him out. All right, so this video is going to focus heavily on shot selection, and then the height of the ball while you're making contact with the ball. And then we're going to also focus a little bit on the mental side of the game, staying calm, your demeanor throughout the match, and yeah, those are the two main focuses I want to talk about here. You guys have heard me say this before. Shot selection really is the #1 way to improve your game in racquetball. Taking the right shot will increase your percentages, increase your chances of winning any given rally. Okay, so his opponent here, we think his name was Bryce. I'm not sure. I'm going to call him opponent. Opponent here hits a nice lob serve. Parker, I would recommend cutting that serve off. See where it bounced right there? I would actually be standing up there. I would move forward and cut it off right there. A couple things happen. Number one, Bryce is too far forward, as every server is if you cut it off. And number two, you get to strike the ball from much closer to the front court. So you're hitting the ball about 25 feet away from the front wall, whereas waiting for it, now you're hitting the ball about 38 to 40 feet away from the front wall. And look at Bryce, or look at opponent, sorry. Your opponent is now in much better position. So cut off serves, okay? Step up, cut it off. Even if you have to take a ceiling ball, that's fine until you get better. Then you can start shooting passes and things like that. Okay, you didn't cut it off, so the best shot selection here is definitely ceiling ball to the backhand side, which is exactly what you did. You hit it pretty well, a little too long, not too bad though. What I love here is as your opponent's about to hit, look at you, right in position, down and ready to go. I'm going to be coughing a little bit. I do have a slight sore throat, so bear with me. I apologize. So he takes his shot. Now look, here's a perfect example of shot selection. This happens quite a bit in racquetball, by the way. Your opponent's deep in the left corner. They try to go down the line, and they miss it, and now you're faced with a decision, okay? This is something you're just going to want to practice this over and over and over again. Every single time this is a pinch. There's just no question. You got to pinch this ball. If you divide the court into 4 quadrants, there's the midway point there, and then the midway point there. Your opponent is standing in the back left quadrant. You want to hit the ball to the opposite quadrant that he's in. So we want to hit the ball over here, okay, in the front right. So by hitting a straight in shot, now you did kill it, okay, but you're playing with fire. You're actually hitting the ball to the front left quadrant, so it's not opposite him. And if you leave that up, it comes right back to him, all right? So pinching it gives you a lot of room for error. When you pinch that ball into that front left and the ball moves to the right side, he's going to have to travel a long way to get to it. Okay, that was a lot of information. I'm going to summarize it real quick. If your opponent's behind you, pinch. Simple as that. If they're in front of you, pass. Having said that, it was a nice shot. Yes, it was a good kill shot. Someone from the audience said nice shot, and I just took it all away by saying he took the wrong shot. Sorry. All right, so here's that Z serve we talked about. I do like your Z serve. I want you to hit it lower. Sometimes you hit them a little high. And also, you fix this later in the video, so I'm not going to harp on it too much. We talked about this in your last video too. You never turn like this and face your opponent. Never, ever, 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 ever. Okay, it's too dangerous. You did fix it later in this video too, so I'm not going to harp too much on it. Force your opponent into a weak return. Actually, the ball went out of the court. That's a good serve. Okay, so there it is right there. Let's take a look at your new mechanics here too. You've made some adjustments, which I really like. What we tried to do is get you to step straighter with your right leg. I also recommend you have a little bit of a Kane Wasylenchuk beginning to your serve. He kind of leans forward on his right leg. I think he makes adjustments though halfway through his drive serve. I wouldn't recommend doing this. I actually like to lean back on my back leg, almost like I'm sitting on an invisible stool. I feel like that kind of helps me swing around my body, so it's a flatter swing. Whereas when I lean forward on my front knee, like you're doing here, you can see the angle of that front leg. When you do that, you tend to swing pendulum. Let's see if you end up fixing this. So you drop the ball. You're still putting spin on it for some reason, just a little bit. Yeah, you put a little spin on it. Yeah, you fixed it too, actually. So good. It's not too bad. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You got full extension there. Everything looks good right there. I would let it drop a little bit. Not too bad. And there's that Z serve. And this time you didn't turn and face him. Excellent. The Z serve is the only time you take your eye off the ball and rack a ball. So, and there's a good reason for it too. It's for safety. So nice job there. Got a weak return. Rack it up. Rack it up. Okay. So from a mechanic standpoint, when this ball's coming down, my racket's already up. I like to have my racket up way early. I think it just helps so much. Pardon me as I drink a glass of water. Let's talk about shot selection. Your racket's up here finally. Looks good there. Nice low contact point. Okay. Your opponent is in the back right quadrant. Excuse me. And your shot should be opposite of where he is, so front left quadrant. Having said that, he's so far back and he's so far to the right. I really like your shot selection, actually. I would probably take this right down the line too. Even the times when you leave it up a little bit, he still has to go deep in the court. The second best shot here would be the reverse pinch, actually. It goes on this side. That way it goes to the front left quadrant. Reverse pinch is a pinch to the side that you're not facing. So I don't hate the shot here. It's pretty good. I feel like if you had your racket up earlier and if you had gotten into position earlier, you wouldn't have taken the big pendulum swing like this. This is a big pendulum. Look at your racket come way up. See, that's pendulum. It's almost like a golfer. We all do it sometimes, but on a setup like this, when you have tons of time, you really want to focus on perfect mechanics. Okay, good shot selection. I don't hate it. I like it. Good choice on the serve, mixing it up a little bit. Just keep them off the back. There's your setup. Okay, so this is kind of like there's a spot in racquetball and in sports actually where you don't want to show your opponent your cards. You don't want to show them your feelings. You want to make sure you look very calm and very focused. You want to get inside their head. So your shot selection here I actually like. I don't hate it at all. I'm not sure if you took your eye off the ball, but it looks like kind of a mishit there. Yeah, it looks like you mishit the ball a little bit. Yeah, it's a bad skip, so I think you mishit it. Might have taken your eye off the ball. The right shot here is the one you took actually, except I would aim way higher. When I'm hitting my overheads from deep in the court, or a sidearm pass is what you're trying to hit there, that's how high I'm aiming. Do not aim for kill shots back there, even though Kane makes them look so easy. We're not Kane. He's a superhuman. All right, so from this deep in the court, I would have taken a little bit off it. You don't have to like overswing on these. Hit about a 1 foot high pass to the right side, and you would have had your opponent. Okay, after you miss it, this is something I'm gonna call you out on it. I have to because I know I've done it before in the past, and it's tough. When you miss a shot like that, just go back and return serve. Stay calm, stay focused. No expression. I think what you need to do is watch my favorite athlete of all time, Roger Federer, the greatest tennis player of all time. Make sure you watch him. He looks like a duck on the pond. You ever seen a duck on a pond? They're nice and calm. They're relaxed. But if you look under the water, their feet are moving like crazy. So try to be like that. You're nice and calm. You're relaxed. Inside your head, your thoughts are churning. You're thinking about strategy, and maybe you're a little frustrated, but you never let it show. Never let them see you sweat. That's the old phrase, right? So I don't know if you guys play penalty hinders, formerly called avoidable hinders. This is definitely a penalty hinder. He gives you a poor serve. I don't know what serve he was trying to hit, but he hit it right to you, and he's directly in front of you. What you would do, just hold up there, and you, assuming you have a ref, assuming you guys play penalty hinders, this is your point. It's a free point. For the purpose of safety and for the purpose of strategy, I mean, he hit a poor serve. Why should you have to replay it, and why should you be forced to alter your shot based on his poor position? This is classic penalty hinder. So then you actually changed your shot and you ended up taking a very difficult shot, a reverse pinch from back here with the ball waist high. It's just too tough. If anything, if they don't play avoidable hinders, I just go to the ceiling, although I hate doing that because, I mean, you hit a poor serve. If you hit a poor serve, you should pay for it. Don't get me started on penalty hinders. All right. That was a good Z serve that your opponent hit there to your backhand. I thought you did a nice job of getting over with your racket up. Look at your racket, it's beautiful. This was maybe a time to shoot a pass. I don't know, I'm not sure. Well, if you're not comfortable with that shot, then going ceiling is fine, which is what you did. You got to keep it to his backhand. Though you hit it right to his forehand. Now he's got an easy setup. There's shot selection again. He's behind you. Yeah, it's kind of a short hop. I probably wouldn't have pinched that one either, but definitely down the line pass, which is what you tried to hit. I don't hate that. Anytime you have to short hop a ball, if it's coming right at your feet or if it bounces first and it's right into you, it's really hard to hit a pinch. So, safe is better, pass is better, ceiling is better. So I do like your shot there for sure. What I really like here is you're taking your time taking your time when you're serving. This is for anybody watching this video. Take your time. Think about the serve. Think about your footwork, like what's working. What was the last serve you hit? What was your opponent's return? And try to get deep into it because the serve is the only time you have the ball in your hand. Take your time and use it to your advantage. Love to see that, Parker. So you're still backing up a little bit with that right foot. See how you spin the ball and then you back up just a little bit. I want to see your weight going forward. It's possible that you fixed it since this video, but weight should be going that way toward the front wall. And your momentum kind of takes you backward and then forward. Okay, having said that, I do like that you step straight with your leg and full extension is good with your racket. I like that. That's how you get maximum power. Just let it drop a little bit. Good Z. There's the weak return. Beautiful. Good Z. I like the execution. If something's working, keep doing it. So this is not the worst shot in the world here. Let's see, you hit a good ceiling ball. You're deep in the court. It's a little playing with fire, as long as you're going for a pass. If you're hitting a pass down the line, I like it. It's hard to see the height of that ball. It looks like it was a pass. Yeah, I like that. I love the aggression, especially if you're going to get to the A division. You can't just keep going ceiling from the deep court. You're going to have to hit some aggressive shots from deep in the court, particularly passes. Good execution too. I like it. Hustling back to center. Love it. Good mixture. There's your setup. Okay, here we go. Let's do a quiz. What's the right shot? Your opponent is in the back left quadrant. You want to hit to the front right quadrant. Okay. He's also pretty far to the left, so any shot to the right's not going to be terrible. But this to me is just a classic shot. This is a classic situation for a pinch. Pinch that ball in the front left. It's going to take it over to here, and he has to travel a long way to get to that. Let's see what we take. Yeah, cross court. So cross court was the second best choice there. However, you never, ever, 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 ever skip this ball. Never. I've noticed you do it a couple times. No worries. It's not bad news. You can fix this, Parker. From deep in the court, just shift your aim up here. Okay, you tend to really like to try to kill that ball down here. It seems, anyway. Maybe you're not mentally trying to do that, but a lot of your results from the deep court are skips or kill shots. And I prefer to see my students take passes that, from deep in the court, they're hitting passes, which is a 12 to 18-inch high shot, which has no chance of skipping it. And then when they miss the pass low, it turns into a kill. So if you miss a kill low, it turns into a skip, just like this. There's absolutely no reason to kill this ball. He's so far out of position that a pass would have done it. The way to fix this, just get in the court. I use painter's tape, blue painter's tape. You can use any kind of tape. Tape it right across there and just aim for that tape. Okay? It's a great way to get your shots up nice and high, especially from deep in the court. When they're behind you, by all means, go for kill shots. So again, there's that demeanor. I understand. I'm not trying to make fun of you. We've all done this. It's a frustrating game, but moving forward, never let them see you sweat. Let's stay nice and calm. You don't have to say anything other than positive reinforcement. Something like bend your knees or don't skip the ball, something like that. Good hustle there. Good hustle. One thing you do really well is you hustle back in position. You're always fighting for the ball. Love that. Another good Z, another weak return. I actually hit a pretty decent ceiling ball there. I probably would have went back to the ceiling. There it is. Cut that serve off. Okay. Now here's this happens a couple times here, actually. I watched this video already. I did mention to cut off the serve, right? So the first bounce is right there. You should be actually cutting off that shot about this high. So you're going to short hop this ball. By mid hopping it, or actually, I guess that's kind of like a high hop. A short hop would be when it hits, it just barely comes up and you're going to strike it right there. This one you actually weighted so high. If you're going to do that, this has to be a ceiling. You went for an aggressive pass. You actually do this a couple times later on too. It's just too difficult. If you're going to go for a pass, cut it off earlier, you know, right there. If you're going to let it come up this high, 100% ceiling ball. It's just too difficult. On the forehand side, you can do what you like. On the forehand side, I'm definitely way more aggressive. Even if the ball's that high, I'll shoot a pass. It's recommended. However, on the backhand side, you got to just, you know, suck it up. You got to go ceiling. Good hustle. Unfortunately, he just hit it right down the middle there. There's another one there too. So this one was a little bit, it's more like a mid hop. No, it was still kind of high actually. So he hits his serve. It's hard to see the bounce. Okay, it bounced right there. Yeah, it's too high. So to quote Clint Eastwood, a man's got to know his limitations. It's a terrible impression, but you understand. Your limitation in this spot, you just have to understand it. Like, not many people are going to be able to shoot this ball aggressively from that close to the sidewall, you know, shoulder high, ear high, and then hit an effective pass or kill. It's way too difficult. So suck it up, go ceiling, put the pressure on your opponent. Right now you're putting the pressure on yourself. You're making the game harder on yourself by trying a shot that is really low percentage. Put the pressure on him. Get a ceiling ball, get him deep in the court, use your strength. Parker, your strength is when you're standing right here and your opponent is way back in the corner. That's what you want to do. You want to create this situation as many times as you can. So to do that, you got to hit a ceiling ball. You just gave him a free point. Actually, you gave him 2 free points. Cut that off. Look at the first bounce right there. Pretty good serve, actually. I would cut it off right there, go ceiling, or hit an overhead pass. So you hit a hard Z. That was a weird shot. I don't hate the Z, but you nailed it. Like, you really crushed it. You're better off going ceiling here. This hard Z is too difficult to control, especially from this deep in the court. When I hit my Z shots, I hit them much farther forward. You actually nailed this. He did a nice job of being patient and waiting for it. Then he just missed his easy setup. And you're hustling, which is great, getting back in position. All right, I'm not sure if you guys have heard the phrase, never pinch a pinch. I don't like to speak in absolutes like that, you know, like never say never. But when your opponent's pinching, watch what happens. They're going to be on the opposite side of where you are, so you should go right down the line. Down the line is the right shot here. You ended up pinching a pinch, so you pinched it right back to where he was. He's on the right side, he hits a pinch. You're on the left side, and you hit it right back to the right side. So if you leave that up, which you did, he can get to it, and he almost got to it, actually. So if your opponent pinches, go down the line. Most of the time. Another good Z. You just backed out again facing him, but you've done that a couple times, and a few times you didn't. So I think it's something that you're working on consciously. That's good. I like to see that. That's just too difficult of a shot. So I think what's really the good news is that your game it's got a high ceiling. You have more to improve on. You can get better. The shots like these, I'm not sure what. It seems like you're trying an aggressive shot. That's just too difficult. It's way too difficult. Go to the ceiling. Make the game harder on them, easier on yourself. I love that shot though. If you're gonna make a mistake, hustle back, get in position, and you know, try to win the rally. This is beautiful right here. Look at this swing. Nice, perfect. Sometimes you got to clean up your own mess, right? You hit a bad shot, and you got to hustle back and clean it up. There's another shot selection. So he pinched it. If he pinches it, you're stepping up down the line. Just nice little down the line shot. Yeah, it was kind of low. I understand you're kind of hustling, but right here. You can watch the video a million times. When your opponent pinches, the right shot down the line is most of the time. It's probably a better way to say that in English, but you know what I mean. Down the line. Nice. Just missed it a little bit. So let's see, you're hustling over, you got your racket up, a little jab step. You're jab stepping with your left foot. I don't hate it, but this has to be down the line. You hit it right back to him. You seem to be a little cross-court heavy. I used to be that way too. I hit way too many cross courts, and I realized I have to go down the line more. Might be something that you want to just kind of make a mental note of. Down the line is the right shot most of the time. I like the ceiling. Put the pressure on him. Now you're back in position. Oh, good ceiling ball. Perfect. You hardly had to work for that rally. There's your setup. Rack it up. Yeah, it's too high. Ball took a weird bounce. This is why getting racket up early really helps. So your racket should already be up. That way when you get a weird bounce like this, you're already in position. Now you had to back up. Yeah, it's too high. And then down the line. I think you might have tried to go down the line actually. It's kind of a weird bounce. So when you get a setup, especially at the in the A division, once you get to like elite or open, you never want to miss your opportunity. This is a dead setup. He gave you a serve that came way off the back. Going ceiling is a defensive shot. So you took an offensive opportunity and you turned it into defense. You don't want to do that. I would have taken a few steps forward here, let the ball drop, and you would have had plenty of time to hit a nice little pass or something. Okay, so you went ceiling. Again, hustling back to center. I love it. Here's that shot again. Overhead. He's far to the left. Got to go down the line and see what you do here. Yep, it's the right shot. You just missed the execution. Your opponent that you play here doesn't like to pinch a whole lot. Doesn't seem like it. And when he does it, they're a little high. Something to watch for. I'd play him a lot deeper in the court. I wouldn't even cover the pinches. I'd play way deeper. All right, so game one to your opponent. We think his name's Bryce. I love that right there. Hits you a poor serve to the backhand side. You turn around to your forehand. Beautiful. Rackets up. Down the line pass is the right shot. Excellent. Good save by your opponent. That's a beautiful execution right there. This is a shot I like. Execution looks really good. You're hitting that nice and high. That's exactly the height I talked about earlier. And look at the pressure it puts on your opponent. He can barely get to it, and you're going to get a weak return off this most of the time. There's your weak return. Okay. He's deep in the court. He is moving forward, but this I like to dump these in the corner most of the time. Let's see what you do here actually. Yeah, you went for the wide angle, but you just hit it too high. Okay, so you hit my second favorite shot here. Sometimes I'll actually fake a shot and then dump it into the front left there. Just kind of little dinky little shot right here. You actually hit my the second recommended shot, which would be front wall, side wall, and then it wraps around them. It's called a wide angle pass. That's what you went for. Just hit it way too high. When the ball's this high, it's going to be difficult to do that. Yeah, I might have let it drop a little bit. Let's see what happens here. So, ooh, danger. Yikes. Good job on the ceiling. Get back in position, reset the rally. That was just a good winner there. You can practice that shot, by the way, the one that comes off the back. Let me show you real quick. Whee! So this shot here, you can actually practice the shot. Just stand in center court. Give yourself setups that come way off the back wall. You can hit the ball, up this high so that it bounces way off the back. And then just move forward and practice, a little drop shot, a little dumper there, or the nice hard wide angle pass. Okay, it's definitely something you can practice. I highly recommend practicing all your trouble shots. When you watch yourself on video, look at the shots you struggle with, the serves you struggle with, the returns. Get on the court and simulate those situations. It really, really helps. So you're down and ready. I love it. Facing forward, watching the ball. So there's that same serve that happened earlier. He hit a serve, came off the back, and earlier you kind of went ceiling. So good adjustment there. Take the offensive shot. If you got opportunity, take it. He hits a weak return. There's your setup. Too high. Too high. This ball is coming down into your hitting zone, and you let it. Yes, it's too high. It's waist high. I don't hate the shot selection. Cross court was the right shot. You just missed it. Good hustle. Great shot. Whenever you hit a good ceiling ball, you win the rally. Have you noticed that? You hit another nice ceiling ball, got him deep in the court. His mechanics aren't, they're not great. No offense if you're watching. Opponent, Bryce. Bryce. His mechanics aren't great, so I'd be putting a lot of pressure on him. I'd get him deep in the court a lot. Like, see how his racket's down? He's kind of upright. He swings not exactly flat and level. I'm sure he's a good player and he's played a lot and he knows how to win. I like his demeanor too. He stays nice and calm, which is good. But I would put pressure like crazy on him. I'd have him deep in the back left corner most of the game because of shots like this. He doesn't have that kill shot ability that some players have. Again, no offense. So what I'm trying to say is put pressure on your opponents deep in the court. Get it to their backhand. See how they do. 38 feet back. There's another good backhand ceiling ball. There's another poor shot. Wait, this is replay. That's the exact same rally. What happened? I was having a deja vu there. Was that really the same rally or am I seeing things? That was strange. Good serve. Rack it up. Oh, let that come off the back. Okay, I think you edited that. Yeah, this is an easy setup off the back. I'm not sure what happened there. He hit such a weak shot. Yeah, ceiling ball is not the right shot from there. Let's fast forward quickly. Okay, good. That never happened. Great serve. Don't like the shot at all there. Okay, something to watch for if you have somebody watching you play and they're watching your opponent looking for tendencies. Watch your opponent's racket preparation here. You hit a beautiful down the line. His racket's not up, and he just hits this little kind of flick backhand, weak return. Yeah, you got to keep pressure on this guy deep in the court. Next time you play him, just put him in that back left corner every single time, and you're gonna be the favorite in a lot of rallies. Okay, and then your shot selection here. I'm not sure what was going on. Okay, so he's shaded to the left. We know he's shaded to the left. Now your eyes are actually looking to the right, so you don't know where he is, right? But you know he's not in front of you. You know he has to be behind you because that's where he came from, and you can't see you can't see him in front of you. So definitely the right shot would be right down the line here because you know he's not there. We know he's somewhere behind us, so pinch is not going to be good. Hits it right to him. Cross court's not good because that's going to go right to him as well. So definitely down the line here. Also, let the ball drop. This is way too high. You have easy setup. Let the ball drop. Too high. Too high. There's that hard Z again. We got to ditch that shot from deep in the court. We're gonna uninstall that shot. Okay. You're gonna uninstall. Go to Programs, Files, Add Remove Programs. Uninstall it, and then defrag the hard drive. So again, your game is I think your best when you're in center court. And this is too difficult for anybody. Actually, at any level, this is just really difficult, a difficult shot. So it's one of those ones you got to take out. I remember when I was playing B division, I had some shots that once you got to A, they just never worked. Like some weird sidewall, front wall crazy shot. Or sorry, sidewall front left corner crazy shots. They just didn't work at the A division. I had to get rid of them. And some serves that didn't work at the A division as well. So this is one of those shots it's just not recommended, especially from deep in the court like that. Having said that, you executed it pretty well, but you did give him a setup and he hit some weird miracle shot. That's actually one of the shots I used to have in the B division. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. Front wall. Yeah, it's like a boast in squash. It's just not recommended. Once you get to A division, the players are too smart and they get to them. Plus, they're low percentage. Okay, that never happened. We're going to fast forward. Actually, I did that in tournament one time too. I totally missed I swung and missed. it was on a forehand Z serve. It was pretty embarrassing, but you know what? I rolled out the next one, so that's all that matters. Jumping for a serve return. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, you got to step up on those, Parker. When your opponent hits a lob serve, run up to that dotted line. Okay, that's where you want most of your returns to be. From if you're going to wait for that lob serve, that's going to happen. The ball's too high. It's too deep. Too difficult to return. Same thing right there. It's going to be a cool adjustment when you make this adjustment. So you should be stepping up right there. Cut that serve off, either short hop it don't, or mid hop it. This is kind of like a high hop, if that word even exists. If it doesn't, I just made it up. I don't hate the shot selection though, ceiling. Get him deep in the court. That's where his weakness is. Perfect. Deep in the court again. Nice. You missed it though. The backhand ceiling ball, something we all have to improve. Cut it off. There's that man's got to know his limitations again. So this is just too high to take an offensive shot. Even in tennis, this is difficult. In badminton, in any racket sport, this is just way too difficult of a shot. So ceiling ball, get him deep. So that was really the first effective, or maybe one of the first effective backhands he hit from deep in the court. You did give him an easy setup. This ball came way off the back, but his mechanics not that great. Ball's too high. You're actually guessing for some reason. Look at your feet. Why are you guessing? So you're down and ready, and then you guessed pinch or something because you went to the right. You guessed pinch or cross court. See that? And then you missed a shot that you would have been able to retrieve. That's interesting. I hadn't seen you guess before. Maybe I wasn't watching for it. That's okay. That's like the high end of his range on his shots. He's going to have a range of shots from deep in the court. Most of them in the backhand left corner are going to be poor shots, and then he's going to hit one or two that are good ones, like like he just hit. There's the down the line off a pinch. There you go. We had the same situation earlier. This time you took the right shot. You also had more time. I love how people could learn from Parker. Look, watch how he's running and his racket's going up. See that right there? That's beautiful. That's exactly what you need to do. That way, when you're in position, or once you get to the ball, your racket's up. All you got to do is swing. Down the line's the correct shot. You end up hitting between your legs, but still the right shot. And he couldn't get to it. Great hustle. Good racket prep, too. Great Z serve. There's your setup. Let it drop. Nice. I think you were going down the line here. Racket's up. Good low swing. Beautiful. Yep, down the line. I think you might have caught sidewall, but still, a good shot choice. Another good Z. That time he stepped up. So here's the thing. You were hitting some good Zs, and he was probably getting frustrated because, like, man, this guy's got a good Z serve. So he decided to step up and take an aggressive shot. It wasn't the greatest swing, but he decided to be aggressive, and he hit a good shot. So at this point, you have to kind of decide, okay, has he figured out my Z serve, or was that kind of an anomaly where he just got lucky one time? What I would do in this situation is, now that I know he's stepping up early to cut off my Z serve, I'm gonna blast a drive serve to the right side. I gotta mix it up. I gotta keep him honest. It's like it's like a boxer, jab, jab, hook, or it's like a baseball pitcher, fastball, fastball, changeup, or fastball, slider. You want to keep the hitters off balance, keep them guessing. It's the exact same in racquetball. After this serve, I would say, he cut that off and he killed it. Okay, either he read my serve really well, I need to mix it up, or I hit a poor serve. So you got to kind of look at that and say, how can I fix this? Or how can I take advantage of that? So I would definitely drive serve to the right next time. Cut that off right there. Okay, so your homework, Parker, is going to be some drills. Get yourself in position behind the dotted line when you're by yourself. Hit a nice little lob. It kind of goes up, like this. It goes up high, and try to get it so that it bounces right there on the dotted line, and then cut it off. Okay, cut it off. Short hop it. Hit a pass. Practice it over and over again. You can do it from many different places on the court. It's just something you're going to want to get used to, because I want you to, in your next tournament, step up, or your next match, next game, whatever, step up and cut off lob serves. It's going to add a new dimension to your game. It's going to make your opponents hate you. People hate it when you cut off their lob serves. That's a nice pinch. Let's give opponents some credit here. Nice and low. Woo! Took the right shot. Doesn't have to be pretty when you take the right shot. You're in the back right quadrant. He hit it to the front left quadrant. Perfect. So he's got you consistently deep on the backhand side throughout this match. I think it's the main reason that you lost the match. I feel like you can beat this guy the next time you play him if you just make that one little adjustment, cutting off the serves. If you make all the adjustments, he's going to have no chance because you're way more athletic, your swing mechanics are much better, your serve's more dangerous. I feel like you're going to be a huge favorite. Rack it up. That's too dangerous. Anytime the ball's coming around like this, for anybody watching this too, I know this happens a lot. You know your opponent's in front of you. He's not behind you. If they're in front of you, pass. So this has to be a down the line pass. Hitting the pinch in this spot, I'm not sure if you're actually trying for a pinch, so I'll give you some benefit of the doubt. Hitting a pinch when your opponent is in front of you is just basically hitting the ball right to them. So, and it's also really difficult when the ball's coming around like this. It's pretty difficult to hit a pinch because the ball's moving away from you. See that? It's moving away from you. You'll see at the higher levels because they've hit them a million times. They practice them a million times. For us mortals, try to pass in this spot as much as you can. Down the line pass. Would have won you the rally. You ended up hitting it right to him. This is like classic racquetball 101 right there. This is why I always talk about shot selection, and I just never stop talking about it because this situation right here. It's down the line pass would have won you the rally. Simple as that. I've gone way over again on my time. Oh well. I do enjoy racquetball and talking. So there's that range we talked about earlier. If you keep him deep in the court, most of his range, the range of shots he's going to hit are going to be setups for you. He's not, again, no offense, opponent, but he's not that good from deep in the left corner. So the more shots you can get him back there, the more shots like this he's going to return. That's a weak return. You got an easy setup, and we know the right shot here. It's the pinch. He's behind you. You got to pinch this. The ball took a little bit of a weird bounce. I might have hit what you hit, cross court pass, but I still think pinch is the best shot here. His forehand's much better than his backhand. I definitely would keep the ball to the left side of the court quite often against him. So he tried to sing the ball, just missed it. He's just working that backhand side because he knows you're not going to cut those off. There's another weak return. I love how you ran around your forehand, but definitely don't pinch a pinch. He pinched it. You should be going down the line. You tried to hit a sidewall pinch, it looks like there. Yeah, it's too difficult, and you hit it right to him. This is all good news, by the way. This is stuff that you're going to fix. I know you are. You're going to watch this video, and you're going to make the adjustments, and you're going to be a better player because of it. Got about 2 minutes left here. Good ceiling. We got him deep where we want him. There's the weak shot. Oh, we missed it. Somebody hit the pause button. Great serve. Another weak return off his backhand. Not in love with the shot. Hit it right to him. I think I've talked enough about shot selection, but these are spots to look for, Parker. Something you want to practice for yourself too as well. So let me give you a quick drill what I would do here. So if I were you, I'd stand in center court, toss the ball, just toss it like a nice little boing, little bounce, and then you're going to cross over and hit a pinch. Do it on both sides of the court over and over again so you can really get that pinch into your head. When your opponent goes down the line like this, you're going to cross over and hit a pinch because they're behind you, okay? You're going to reinforce that shot. It's a drill I still do to this day. I love that drill. There's various ways to do it as well, but that's one of my favorite ways to do it. Just kind of toss the ball out there, get your racket up, and hit a pinch. I believe that was the last rally. It was. Oh no, we're done. All right, Parker, hope you learned a lot, my friend. I love getting the texts. The text you sent me the other day was, greatest racquetball day. I won the A division. That's so awesome. I love to hear that. But all credit to you, because I can sit here and talk all day and tell you what you have to fix. but if you don't make the adjustments, if you're not humble enough to make those adjustments, they'll never work. So give yourself a lot of credit for that. I will also see you on Friday as you come to Las Vegas for your lessons. I'm looking forward to that. For everybody else, we'll see you on the courts. Take care.